All right, guys, we have got some early leaks in. Very, very early, but it looks like. How do I want to explain this? Basically, it looks like Super Saiyan Goku, and Cooler, are going to be the worldwide download celebration units. I do think that this is worthy of being worldwide. I think Final Form Cooler, to me, is one of the more deserving characters in the game that should get an LR that does not have one. Final Form Cooler. Final Form Cooler has a lot of really cool attacks, and he is just raw as hell. Let's be real. Cooler, I think, is a great choice for a villain Dokkan Fest LR. A lot of people will say, "Oh my God, we got Super Saiyan Goku last year." Guess what the most iconic character in Dragon Ball is? Super Saiyan Goku, right? I have no issues with this whatsoever. There's a couple of different ways they could go with this. Since last year, Namek Goku is still good. People think I hate that unit. He's still good. You could run him in all those red zone stages. It's just he's not top 5 is the point. But he's Super Saiyan Goku at the start of turn from the Frieza fight. All they have to do is just make it like a transforming base Goku. It could even be Kaioken Goku, honestly, because Goku does fight Cooler quite a bit in Kaioken. So base Kaioken or Super Saiyan, I'd say, is very likely. Now, I seriously tweeted this. I talked to a few people. This does seem legit. I know where the original source of this is, but I'm not going to reveal it because shortly after tweeting the info, they went private, right? So I'm going to just sort of respect that. And I seriously, a couple other people here at Dokkan, right? This does appear to be legit. That the Worldwide Download Celebration is going to be Cooler and Goku here. Now, I actually made a tweet yesterday talking about this, because people have been bringing up superhero constantly, and, I've been trying to, it's not superhero, man. I can only say it so many times. But I threw out that I did think Goku and Cooler was a good idea. And the thing is, for part 2, I think part 2 could be crazy. They could just give us Final Form Cooler and, let's just say Super Saiyan Goku, right, to be, quick here. Dokkan Fest LRs. I think all we would need from the Metal Cooler movie, right? Oh, remember wow, they did just ECA the Metal Cooler units too. Can I, quickly... I just typed in Metal Cooler movie into Google. So you just give us an LR Metal Cooler. All right, I think that would be more than fine, right, as a Part 2 LR. And then the unit with him could be Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta. I think that would be a tremendous unit. Now, Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta, that's one of the 3rd anniversary LRs, right? Yeah, right here, Super Saiyan Goku, so that's the Int Vegito is Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Vegeta. This is what I think we could see for the top Legendary Summon banner, because Cooler's Revenge, it's not big enough, I think, to sort of sustain the entire celebration where we need, Part 2 LRs, but if they make it both Cooler movies, all of a sudden it works very well. I think they could do the same thing, for Broly, right? Because there's 3 Dragon Ball Z Broly movies, although one of them is Bio Broly. They could do the same thing, right? Where, they could sort of have part 1 potentially be Super Saiyan Goku and Broly, and then, part 2 could be, the Broly's Return movie with, Goten and Trunks and stuff like that. So I think that's what they could do for part 2, right? Because a lot of people, again, are sort of bringing up, what is the celebration going to look like? I'm not worried. The worldwide celebration, I feel like it wasn't that good 2 years ago. Content was lacking, but I felt like the 3 major LRs, so STR Vegito, Buhan, and then the Angel Vegeta, their animations and designs and stuff like that were so good that even though the celebration was a bit subpar, it didn't really matter to people. The same thing with the 5th anniversary. I think the 5th anniversary was a little bit subpar in terms of the actual celebration, but it was maybe 2 of the hypest units ever in the transforming Blue Vegito and Blue Gogeta that no one cared, right? So I do think that this celebration could easily be crazy. Now, in terms of Cooler, right, so this would be a Final Form Cooler. I mean, simply look at this and you could see that this is more than deserving. This is a World Tournament unit, and then Tech Cooler and Physical Cooler came out in 2017, right? I mean, yeah, you have the transforming Final Form Cooler. By the way, you want to talk about how disgusting this celebration is going to be. They could easy A this guy. Now, this guy is the furthest down the timeline of any unit that they would EZA, but, like, could you imagine if they EZA'd him? Dude. This guy EZA'd, like, really, this is, all of a sudden, man, you know, a lot of these villain teams would look a lot better. I mean, his leader skill, he'd be Terrifying Conquerors and Transformation Boost, 3 key and 170% across the board, I imagine. That would be insane. This guy, I know it seems like he's not old enough. He's not even 3 years old yet. This guy was so good for so long. He's finally fallen off, right? Because, you know, it's been too long, right? Like, you can't, in a game like this, a gacha game, characters aren't super good for years and years and years. It's not how it works, usually. Besides, like, an EZA or a Zenkai or something like that. This is the major EZA of the celebration. I just feel, the first banner that went top grossing on JP Dokkan that was not a Saiyan, a pure or hybrid Saiyan, or Goku Black or something like that, was Cooler, or it was Beerus's banner with Cooler's return on it. People knew how good this Cooler was. So if this guy's in the celebration info EZing, people are gonna go crazy, right? Like, this guy would be insane. Let's just pull up a final form Cooler. I guess we could look at this guy right here. Well, I imagine he would be final form Cooler at the start of turns. So let's just pull up this guy. So let's take a look at what we got here. So movie bosses, Transformation Boost, Wicked Bloodline, Terrifying Conquer, Target Goku, Final Trump Card, Space Traveling Warriors, Planetary Destruction. This is getting an Extreme Super Battle Road stage coming up very soon. This one just got an Extreme Super Battle Road stage. So it's like, you know, they do like to release characters to buff stages that have just come out, right? You do want to keep that in mind. Now, in terms of this guy's leader skill, I have a theory about how they've sort of been handling 200% leader skills, right? And sort of what I've been thinking is that they intentionally make these teams sort of small, but then at the same time, they are trying to put major, like, big-time characters on these 200%, right? So it's like, if you look at, you know, just like the top 30-ish units in the game or something like that, I feel like they make it a priority to get a lot of those characters on one of these good, strong teams right now, since there's so few good teams currently. Now, I was thinking Cooler could be 170% to Planetary Destruction and Movie Boss, and then give the extra 30% for the 200% stats to Transformation Boost, and we're left with this. This is crazy. Golden Frieza does not have a 200%. LR Janemba does not have a 200%. Kid Buu does not have a 200%. All of a sudden, you get these 3 top-tier characters on there. Full Power Frieza has a 200%, but it's not great for him. So all of a sudden, this is your lineup right here, all on a 200%. You know, you could also run like the, you know, Tech Janemba. You know, STR Cooler would be on there. Dragon Ball Super Broly potentially, maybe in the future. But I feel like this would be a really strong 200%, because you're grabbing 3 characters right now who are within the top ranks of the game in Kid Buu, Janemba, and Golden Frieza, who do not have a 200% leader skill. So that, I think that would be insane, right? If, you know, let's just say that this Final Form Cooler is like best unit in the game or second best unit in the game or some shit like that. And then all of a sudden, you know, like, this is his lineup that he's leading. This team would be insane. Like, it'd be disgusting. Like, I think something like this would be perfect for Cooler's leader skill. I think that would make him absolutely tremendous. Now, for Goku, right? I think what we can do with Goku, let me pull up, let's pull up this is the Goku from the Turles movie. Let's grab him. Let me grab, this is the Kaioken Goku from the Lord Slug movie. And then let me grab, this is the Goku from the Metal Cooler movie right here. So we can kind of look at these 3, right? Because I feel like this Goku, he's probably going to be base, he's going to be Kaioken, or he's going to be Super Saiyan. I think we probably would see one of the 3 happen. And, you know, this is the Super Saiyan Goku from the Metal Cooler movie, although I imagine it's, you know, it's going to be the Super Saiyan Goku that fights Final Form Cooler, that takes him down, you know, the bird. Goku doing the little, like, reviving the bird could be his intro animation or something like that. It could be insane. Things are going to be very, 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 very interesting, I think. I do like this celebration. In terms of what Goku could be, I don't know. It's hard to say, like, what could his 200% be something like if like he had like accelerated battle as like a 170, and then maybe like Goku family as well or something like I don't know, like the combination of like Goku's leader skills could get really tough. Now this year they also have not really added too many new categories. Right, they added Power Beyond Super Saiyan and Fuse Fighter at the 7th anniversary, both great categories. I think we all agree there's nothing wrong with those, right? They added the Saiyan Saga, which isn't the greatest, but I think it's a category that should exist, right? It's weak, but it's not because they artificially made it weak. It's just they haven't really released, as good as Saiyan Saga units, but it's one that should exist, right? That was for Raditz. And then they released the Bond of Parent and Child with LR, Vegeta, and Trunks, which is the best category in the game. So what I'm thinking here is we could potentially see a new category added in with Goku or Cooler, like a really good one. But we will see. Again, it's just it's so hard to say with Goku, right? Like what Goku might have. I don't know, man. And it's hard to say. Like, is it just going to be a base Goku? Will he be Kaioken? Is he just going to be Super Saiyan from the start? We will see, but let me know what you guys know about Super Saiyan Goku and Final Form Cooler. I have zero issues with this as the worldwide download celebration. And I think if they're focusing the celebration around both this Cooler movie and the Metal Cooler movie, the celebration would be outstanding. Because then you could get like a Super Saiyan Vegeta in there, right? Metal Cooler. Again, I did just mention this, but they just EZA'd this unit right here, right? LR Metal Cooler just got an EZA. We can't really use him right now. Like, if they drop an LR Metal Cooler who's, I don't know, Fusion Zamasu level, LR Golden Frieza level, if they drop a unit like that, and then this guy could potentially be a partner to him, right? Like, it's like, all of a sudden, like, you can kind of see, like, a couple of breadcrumb trails, like, around the place, right? Like, it's like, okay, like, they kind of threw this in there and threw that in there. I could see this, like, if it's a dual Cooler movie celebration, I think this will be very successful. So, let me know what you guys think. If you guys are wondering about Superhero, people keep talking about Superhero. I'm telling y'all, it is not up to Dokkan. I guarantee you, if Dokkan could decide, Beast, Gohan, and Superhero stuff would probably already be in the game. We wouldn't even be, it wouldn't even be a potential for worldwide because it would have already been out, is what would have happened. I'm telling y'all, I think Dokkan and Legends are just not able to dip into the big stuff from the movie yet. For whatever reason, whoever it is that's saying no, I just think that they're not able to do it currently. So let me know what you guys think of these two as worldwide. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.